this is a story you will never forget in your time here. A civil rights lawsuit has been filed against the school district of Philadelphia.
This all stems from the abduction of a 5-year-old girl. She was kidnapped from her elementary school. You may remember the crime was caught on security cameras. We played this video over and over and over. This was inside the Bryan Elementary School. This was in January of 2013. The little girl was taken right out of her kindergarten class. The next morning, you guys remember this, a passerby discovered her. Remember, she was in a nearby playground. She had been tied up and sexually assaulted. Remember, she had on a man's T-shirt, and that was it. It was cold outside. Police arrested a daycare worker, Christina Regusters. Others were brought in for questioning, but never charged. So now the family of that little girl is filing a lawsuit. Now, we do want to let you know, we called the school district for a statement, but they wouldn't comment because of, the ongoing litigation.
And there he is, the family's attorney, Tom Kline. Tom, welcome to the program.
Good morning.
Again.
Good morning.
So before we get into the money and stuff like that, the woman who's in custody is the woman we see in the surveillance video, right?
Yes, that's what the police believe. That's what we certainly
And then
believe.
she supposedly delivered that child to at least one man. Why can't we find these guys?
Well, I am still hopeful, Mike. I have pressed the district attorney's office. I've made it known publicly, and I've made it known far and wide that it is our belief that she did not act alone. I'm hopeful with her impending trial that what will happen here is there will be some pressure on her to bring forth the other people who were involved.
Well, let's hope so.
We have every reason to believe, and I know the facts of this very intimately, that this was not only Ms. Regusters, and we are hopeful that every person will be brought to trial.
Okay.
Having said that, I have a lot of faith in the district attorney's office and a lot of faith in the Philadelphia police to bring this to a full conclusion.
So let's talk about your part in this lawsuit against the Philadelphia School District. Talk a little bit about why you decided to do this.
Sure. This is an important aspect of this entire matter. Safety in our schools is paramount, and we have seen repeatedly incidences in our schools which have just been unsatisfactory. This particular incident caught the attention of our entire region because of the horrific nature. The problem that happened here that day just magnifies an ongoing problem. There was a report back in 2011-12 and an Inquirer lengthy ongoing series which said that there were 30,000 incidences, serious incidences, which occurred in the school district in a 5-year period.
Wow.
Why, that's something like 16 a day that are called serious. This incident, which is just a horrible, horrible tragedy, could and should have been avoided.
Well, let me just for a second. Everybody remembers Mike and I. We were horrified. It was so hard to talk about it.
Well, sure.
But there's the only piece of me that's a little uneasy, just a little bit, is that I want obviously the district to change. I want protocol to change. But my only concern is that the district is broke. So are we going to hurt the kids that are there who had nothing to do with this? That's the only piece that I'm a little uneasy with. I mean, obviously, I want this to never happen again, but where does this come from, this money?
I've been involved in many of these type matters over many years, and it is important, first and foremost, that we focus on the good that can come of it.
Okay.
We intend to conduct a full, complete investigation. This will be the equivalent of a blue ribbon panel. There have been blue ribbon panels previously, but we intend to look very carefully at the facts.
So this never happens again.
Exactly. There is something good that can come out of something bad. And I looked back in December of 2012 when Superintendent Height first came in. He issued a memorandum, and it went throughout the entire administration and through the school system, which said there were protocols that needed to change. There are things that need to happen. Why, my word, just a month later, this horrible incident occurred in January of 2013, and today we hear of assaults that occurred, an assault that occurred in an elementary school. So there needs to be a time when someone independently looks at it. There is no one in a position better than the family of an injured child to hire a lawyer to do that.
Yeah, we had that situation at Bartram High School where a teacher was attacked by a student. Our Dave Schratweiser's been checking into this too. What have you found in the last year? Are things better than January of 2013 when this happened over at Bryant?
I see, based upon all the evidence that I know, that the answer is unfortunately and tragically no. Why we have that, we have a problem this morning. There continue to be breaches of security. There continue to be strangers that end up in our schools who don't belong there. There continue to be violent attacks. This is an epidemic. This isn't a problem, it's an epidemic, Mike.
Okay, we'll keep checking into it as well. Tom, thank you.
Thank you.
Sure. On a personal note, we'll miss you, Chanel. Everyone will miss you in
Tom.
Philadelphia.
Thank you.
Boy, we're learning that, aren't we?
Yes.
Over the last couple of years. Tom, thanks.